There's no doubt that red dots are a lot of fun to shoot with. But what happens if I want to shoot, well, a crimson trace on a SIG P320? Or maybe I'll run a Holosun on my P365. Well, what happens when I want to run a Doctor on a Glock that's cut for RMR? Well, Outerimpact has the solution, and it's called the MRA. Now, these MRAs are just like every other conversion plate. They're specific to the slide that you're going to shoot with. Like, for instance, this is a P365 conversion plate, so it'll mount directly to a P365 XL slide that's been cut for the Romeo. But it has all these dots on it. And this is for the different mounting positions of different red dots. Now, when I was playing with this Crimson Trace, I could have just bought a mounting plate to go from Romeo over to Vortex, which is what Crimson Trace uses. But I decided to use the Outerimpact MRA because what happens if I want to run something in the future? Maybe I'm going to want to run a Holosun or, a Doctor or something else on these guns. That's what Outerimpact MRA gives me the ability to do. If I'm going to buy a mounting plate, I might as well get one that will grow with me. Now with these plates, you get some M3 screws, some M4 screws, some number 6 screws, and some mounting hardware. What the mounting hardware is 2 screws to mount this plate to your slide, and then there's these 2 little silver pins that will move around onto the plate depending on what optic you're running. Now I've been running these Outerimpact MRAs for a while. This one's on my P320 X5, and I did run it on my P365 XL. And they've never had a problem with them holding the optic to the slide. Now you can see on these SIGs, I can't co-witness because, well, there's no rear sight here for me to co-witness with. And if I convert this XL down, I have to take out the rear sight. So on these SIGs, I'm just not able to co-witness. So that's why I like to go back to iron sights. Now, if I was running one of my Glock slides that was cut with an RMR, I could always get suppressor height sights. That way I could co-witness with the red dot. Now the quality of these plates are phenomenal. They fit the slides perfectly. They don't wiggle. As soon as I get these things tightened down with some Loctite, they don't move. Now as you can see, I don't have a problem with fit. This thing just fits the slide perfectly. Outerimpact did a great job coming up with a mounting plate that'll grow with the shooter. Anytime I'm going to run a red dot that is not cut for the slide that I'm shooting with, I'm going to look at Outerimpact for one of these MRAs. They're just absolutely amazing. For a product, I think I'd have to give them a 4.5 out of 5. It's just an amazing product. They've thought through what the shooter needed. Thanks for watching. Hope you're staying safe out there, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.